everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and we're going to move on with this format journal. So I'm going to do page 3 and 4. This is page 3, it doesn't have a number on it. So I'm going to cut these pieces out. I think I'll do page 3 first. Cut this out and talk about this one, and then we'll go on to the next one. Okay, I've got these pieces cut out. So I'm going to take, now if you have a scoring tool, you could use that. I just used the back of an X-Acto knife blade, the back of it, and a ruler. And I'm going to score these lines because these are fold lines. So do that. And I just drive the back of the blade across it, and that usually gives me enough of an indentation that it folds pretty easily. So again, you know, like we said before, you might want to make one up so you can see what it looks like, and then you might want to print another set out so you can put it in your book to trace it out if you want to. Might as well do the card too while I'm doing this. So this is a fold line. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it, fold, fold, fold. So this is gonna make a box. And we're just gonna glue that on that tab. And anytime you do a pop-up thing, you wanna be sure you get a good glue amount on the fold. It'll work better on any of the folds. Okay, so make sure it goes flat like that. Okay, so to make the pop-up, we're going to take this card, and you're going to take this fold, and this box, it should fold equal either way you do it. And so what you do is, and I'm going to turn this over just so it's easier to see the fold line. You're going to glue this in, make it flat, and you're going to glue it so that this line lines up with the line underneath. So I'll cover this with glue. And then make sure your line is lined up. And glue it in. Give it just a little bit to really stick. And then when it shuts, this should pop up like that. And so we're going to fold that line, and there's your pop-up. All right, so there's your pop-up. And so for your journal, you would cut your card out of a design. The pop-up box doesn't have to be designed. It can be or not, but it's gonna, in theory, it's gonna be hidden. I mean, this you can look on if you look down on it. But this other piece of card is what I put design limit on it. This you're gonna glue here, and then when it shuts, it will go, it won't stick out. That's your design limit. So it could be anything. And I've cut out a piece of card here out of something that I've decoupaged just to show you. And so like you could take this and let me pull out a word here out of my bucket of words. So for instance, I might take this word forgiven and glue it on. Actually, don't want to cover that bird's head up. So let me see if I've got a smaller word. Generosity, how about that? That might fit. Yes, that will fit there. Okay, so I'm just going to glue generosity on there. And so you can cut out, like you could even glue, like if you take this is your limit. So it doesn't have to be that big. So I mean, you could even put a few flowers of the die cut flowers that you buy, or that you cut out yourself, or shapes, butterflies or whatever, and they can stick up as long as they don't exceed this size right here. Then when you shut it, they won't stick out. So if I put this here, then I'm not going to glue it just yet, but like when I shut it, this is what you would put in your journal. And so you could either tuck it in a pocket, or you could glue it to a page like this, and then when somebody comes to that page and they open it up, there's your pop-up. So it could relate, like if you put flowers on here, you know, you might want to put like leaves back here so that the flowers pop out. But that's just a very simple pop-up that you could use, I think, a lot of different ways. So I'm not going to glue that in there, but that's how that works. Okay, so there's the pop-up. And then the next card, I'm going to go ahead and cut out, and then I will be back. It's going to be this one here. Okay, so we're back. We've got these cut out. Now, I didn't cut the windows out just because I was going to make the comment that, for me anyway, it's easier to cut the windows out with an X-Acto knife and just go around it. But if you don't have an X-Acto knife, or you don't want, I'm going to make a cut in it. But, I mean, you could always stick your scissors in. I've got these kind of scissors. Some of you have those little small, like Tim Holtz scissors to cut with, and you can cut them out that way. And I was going to show you what it looks like when you're designing. Like here's one from one of my journals, my journal kit. I think this is from the Heaven journal kit. So there's the two sides. And so all you do, in case you've never done these, is I use a piece of acetate from like a window. Like if you buy it, pretty much all of our, let me grab something here. Pretty much anything we have in the art supplies comes in this little acetate kind of bag. And so I just cut a piece of that out, without that flap, of course. But I mean, I cut it, just a piece of that out, 2 pieces, and glue them to this piece, and then put glue on both sides and put them together. And the dried flowers are super easy. You just take the flowers, and what I do is I have a stack of plates. So my plates fit really good together. You want something that fits together. You don't want something that sits apart. And you put your, like a couple of paper towels, and you lay some flowers on there. Flowers that are flat to begin with work really well. You don't want something super round, and it won't flatten out very well. This is sage. It worked pretty well. And then put more paper towels, and then I set that stack of plates on top of it and put it in the microwave, and I microwave it for 30 seconds at a time and just kind of peek at it. And the paper towels will get like water in them that comes out of the flowers, and then you just keep microwaving them. I think it's about 1.5 minutes usually, but you don't want to burn them. So that's the only thing, is just get them good and flat And even if they're not completely dried out, you can take them apart, and because they're hot, by the time they cool off and everything, they're going to dry out. And then you just sandwich them between those 2 pieces of acetate, and that's it. So it doesn't take very long at all. So anyway, that's the specimen slide. You can also use those die cut flowers or die cut butterflies from Tim Holtz, or if you have your own that you cut out. Those look pretty neat in there. So that's the specimen slide. And then this is a little card that I designed. I'm sure probably other people have done that too. I don't think I invented it, but I'm going to cut this slit in it, my X-Acto knife. And I'm going to score this fold with the back of my X-Acto knife again. And that just tucks in there like that. Use the bone folder, make sure it's nice and flat. So there's a little piece of ephemera. And I've got a designed one here. Let's see. Here it is. This is one from a kit that I designed. So you can make your design, put your words inside, design the back. I haven't done this one yet. And then it just tucks shut, and there you have it. So pretty simple little piece. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click like and think about subscribing, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.